Is a young man who is currently committed to Marcus Freeman in Notre Dame the heir apparent to Shedeur Sanders at Colorado? Let's talk about it and if it makes any sense after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsyJr. YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because we upload all the time. Now, Duce Knight is a big-time quarterback prospect, one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, currently committed to Marcus Freeman in Notre Dame. But recently, Deuce has perked the ears of some Buffalo fans across the country when this recently came out. And I have an accompanying video to show you. It says, Colorado recruiting news. Colorado rounds off Duce Knight's unofficial top 5. Quote, I can see myself in Shedeur. Duce Knight highlighted the hiring of Pat Shurmur and points out his NFL experience. Let's take a listen to Duce Knight talk about potentially being the heir apparent to Shedeur Sanders. Let's listen.
Yeah, for sure. Colorado, that's a new offer for me. You know, I've been getting to know the staff for the past 2 weeks, and they've been coming on me hard. They try to tell me they're trying to make up lost ground because you know I'm committed to Notre Dame already. And they just offered me 2 weeks ago.
So as you see, Colorado recently offered him. They're making up lost ground because he's currently in. Even when they offered him, he was already committed to Notre Dame, but he is still entertaining the idea of potentially flipping somewhere else. And when you have a young man that commits to you as a junior in high school, there's a chance that you could keep him. There's also a chance that he could have that wandering eye. Let's keep listening.
But you know, their message to me is just like they feel like me and Shedeur, we got a lot of similarities, and you want to go somewhere like where you can see yourself playing. Like I could see myself in Shedeur. You feel me? Like they say, just watching my tape and then watching Shedeur's tape, we just kind of calm back there in the pocket. It really looks like we're not really. It really looks like we're not trying, but you know, deep down we know we are really trying. But that's just the calmness, and then how easy you make the game look, and then the way like we could get things done with our arm, with our feet, and just things like that. And then their OC Coach Shurmur, you know, I know he spent a lot of years in the league, and
that is always going to work in Colorado's favor. Obviously, having Deion Sanders as the head coach, but having those guys from the NFL on staff is always going to be appealing to young men, young impressionable men who want to be at the NFL. So they know guys like Pat Shurmur know what it looks like to see an NFL quarterback and knows what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. Let's keep listening.
So I'm pretty sure Coach Prime, he hired him because he spent a lot of years in the league and he know what it takes to do this. He's been a head coach in the league and all that. So, you know, it's been good. It's been good getting to know the staff, though.
So there's that, and then it goes on to say, you know, the man is interviewing him. Sorry, I don't know his name, but he goes on to say, well, I think your top 5 is XYZ, blah, 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 and he includes Colorado in that top 5. And young Deuce was like, shoot, that top 5 sound kind of good. I'm still a Notre Dame commit. I still think I'm going to Notre Dame and play for Coach Freeman. But that top 5 and having Colorado, a team that just got in the mix 2 weeks ago, in that mix, that sound all right. You know what I mean? That sound all right. But they're not stopping at Duce Knight. First of all, let me show you how good Duce Knight is. This young man from Mississippi is a dog. He's a dog. My Mississippi folks understand that. Top 140 player in the country. According to 247 Sports. 247 has him at 140, but their composite has him at 62, 6'4.5", 195 pounds, class of 2025, out of Mississippi. Obviously, he's committed to Notre Dame, but got offers from everywhere in the country. Alabama, Auburn, Colorado. They even have FAMU on there, which is actually interesting because they typically don't do stuff like that. But that is awesome. This dude is a stud. The top 5 that was on here that they guessed was South Carolina, Alabama, Ole Miss, because he's from the SIP, Notre Dame, of course, and then adding Colorado. Now, but Coach Prime and the Buffs aren't stopping with just Duce Knight. Like, they have high, like they're going after top QBs because they have to find who is going to be. If Coach Prime, now y'all know I don't think he's going to be at Colorado. I think this is his last year at Colorado. Win, lose, or draw. They're going to win 10, 11, 12 games. This is his last year at Colorado, in my opinion. But I could be totally wrong. I don't know everything. I'm not Nostradamus. Regardless, I can't predict the future. Regardless, if they do stay at Colorado or wherever he and his staff may end up at, if it's in college, then they got to figure out who's going to be their quarterback after 2 leaves. Because 2 has been the man. 2 has always been the man. But who is the man after the man? And they, as you see, Duce Knight, the staff has told him he reminds them of Shedeur. They're also going after another highly rated 5-star kid who was also committed to another program in Julian Lewis. Julian Lewis, it says here, Julian 5-star. Julian Lewis visited Colorado last month and reported that his visit went really well. He enjoyed Coach Prime's enthusiasm and energy, but a major impact on him was the fact that Pat Shurmur was named Colorado's offensive coordinator. USC is clearly in the lead for the star quarterback. In his own words, quote, "I still feel really good about USC and my commitment, but things change so fast in college football these days. You want to keep relationships and take visits." So, and then it goes on to say Julian Lewis will visit Colorado again come March. Once again, he will visit again come March. This is him talking about his visit. What an impact on what had an impact on me was Coach Shurmur being named offensive coordinator. To have a chance to play for a guy that has 20 plus years of NFL experience stands out. To have a chance to play for and be developed by a guy with that experience has Colorado on the list. Coach Prime has great energy too, and the visit went really well. So Colorado is definitely looking for their heir apparent to one Shedeur Sanders, because as we know, 2024 will be Shedeur Sanders' last year, as he will declare for the 2025 NFL draft. And so that means a young man who could potentially be a freshman, his freshman season in the 2025 year, could be the one who takes over for Shedeur Sanders. Now, just to show you how good of a player Mr. Lewis is. I mean, Mr. Lewis is regarded as to some people as the #1 overall prospect in high school football. I mean, look how good he is. His composite rankings by 247, 8th overall, #2 quarterback, #2 player in the state of Georgia, class of 2025, 6'1", 185. Just the dog. I mean, just quite point blank period. Just the dog. He is, though, also currently committed to USC. So these aren't just surefire things for Colorado. Neither Duce Knight nor Julian Lewis, because they're both currently committed to programs essentially in better positions than Colorado. USC is in a better position than Colorado, and so is Notre Dame. But Coach Prime is clearly looking for that next guy. He's clearly looking for who is going to be my guy, whether it's here or somewhere else, by the way, but who is going to be my guy after my guy, 2, is gone and gone off to make millions in the NFL and go on to do his thing at the next level. And as you see, he's getting in good graces with some of the highest rated players at the position, because we haven't seen Coach Prime without 2 as his quarterback. Since he's been a head coach at the collegiate level, we haven't seen him with the quarterback not named Shedeur Sanders. And so therefore, it will be a tough adjustment, because the thing about footballs, college football, NFL football, high-level football, got to have a quarterback. You got to have a guy. And to go from Shedeur Sanders to whoever is probably going to be a drop-off. But if you can get one of these 5-star guys, one of these highly touted guys, Duce Knight, Julian Lewis, whoever, even with them being a true freshman, and it's going to come with its own growing pains, you raise that floor, right? Like, you're going to take a drop-off a little bit. But if you can continue to improve the roster, wherever roster that may be, if it's Colorado or wherever else, But even though you may take a dip down, you still have a guy that's talented enough to keep things afloat and to win you games. And then as they develop their sophomore year and junior year, then you'll have yourself a legit NFL prospect, just like you have a legit top 5, maybe number 1 overall prospect in your current quarterback, in who happens to be your son, Shedeur Sanders. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Coach Prime looking to find the next Shedeur Sanders. Could he possibly have it in either Duce Knight or Julian Lewis, who are both committed to other programs? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsyJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Go ahead and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Hit that thumbs up button before you get out of here and leave your comments down below. And I will see you next time. Peace.